Hey, what's going on everybody? Nem with Planet Destiny here, and welcome to the weekly reset of October 5th. Now, of course, we've had all of our powerful and pinnacle sources reset, so if you're after powerful drops, you have activities like the Strikes, Crucible, Gambit to be your sources for pinnacle drops, and of course, can't forget missions like Presage, which will award you Dead Man's Tale, plus your pinnacle, and over in the EDZ, Harbinger for Hawkmoon and a pinnacle. Now, of course, we also have our Master Empire Hunts, which this week is the Warrior, and if completed on the Master difficulty, it'll award you pinnacle gear. And over on the Exo Challenge, we have the Simulation Agility, which also awards pinnacle gear. And of course, you do also have Vault of Glass as well. As far as the weekly modifiers, for the strikes, you have Solar Singe, and for the dailies, you have Grenadier and Blackout. You do have Nightfalls as well for a pinnacle source, but only if you complete the 100k version, which this week it is, let's see, the Hollowed Lair is the Nightfall this week. And Grandmasters are available as well. So if you've been grinding up for your power level, this is going to be your source for, you know, all sorts of material, exotics and all that good stuff. So if you're after Conqueror, best of luck to you guys. Now, if you're a newer player trying to catch up, you do have plenty of activities like Battlegrounds over in the Strike menu. In Helm, you have Override, the current seasonal activity, Astral Alignment as well, and over on the Tangled Shore, you have the Wrathborn Hunts, in order for you to catch up and get your power level up and going. As far as Crucible wise goes, this week we have Mayhem as our weekly modifier is our weekly rotator mode. Sorry, I'm just waking up. And of course, you know, you have Control, Survival, and Rumble for your choices to get your pinnacle gear. Now, of course, no weekly reset video is complete without a quick peek at the Eververse store. So this week we have the Lion Tamer exotic emote. There you go. I definitely know a couple of Fire Team members that could use this emote, or that I could use this emote on. We have a really cool looking Lament ornament, which makes it look very steampunkish. It's and it also reminds me of that one game. I can't remember. Man, it's gonna bother me. But there's a game that has a sword that is very similar to this, and I do think it's a I do think it might be kind of a cheeky little Easter egg about that. As far as the ghost, we have the NEMEAN shell, which is okay. We have a emote from The Office, which is amazing. I love The Office. And we have a Crimson Days ornament, a Crimson Days emote, which we haven't seen in quite some time, which is kind of neat considering that Crimson Days is pretty much dead. As far as the weekly offerings for Bright Dust, we have the Cat Ear Dance, which if you haven't thrown money at the screen already, you're gonna do that now. The Wanderer's Wing exotic ship, the Signal Processed Transmat effect, and the Bruised Blush shader from Season of the Undying. Now, as far as other weekly offerings go, we have the Protecting the Teammates exotic emote, which is a hockey emote. The Dreamer's shell, which looks absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. The PRAGMAT Powerhouse exotic sparrow, which is a beefy boy here. Very utilitarian looking, very tactical, very Titan. We have the NEMEAN robes from this season's Eververse set, and we will take a look at the other versions here in the collections. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the Hunters first. So this would be the chest piece that's offered for the hunters. Very pretty, very elegant. And for the titans as well. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Boom, look at that. That is beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Oh, hi, DMG. And finally, in the store, we have the Be Sneaky uncommon emote, and finally the Reef and Ruins Telesto ornament, which is one of my personal favorite Telesto ornaments. As far as shaders, we have the HÄKKE History Polish, Amethyst Bloom. It's an animated shader. You can actually see the animations more on weapons than anything else. Abyssinian Gold, and Boreal Char, which this shader actually looks really good with the new Iron Banner set. It almost turns it entirely pitch black, which is really neat. And of course we have the Traveler's Wake transmit effect, the Vex Invasion transmit effect, and the Up in Smoke transmit effect. And finally, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the Gunsmith to see his weekly stock of weapons. And first off, we have the Cold Denial with Ricochet, Alloy Magazine, Feeding Frenzy, Unrelenting, and a Stability Masterwork. If only Unrelenting was something else, this would have been a solid PvP roll. I'm not too crazy about Unrelenting, but for me, this is a pass this time around. He's also got the Toil and Trouble with Extended Mag, Steady Rounds, Field Prep, and Snapshot Sights, with Barrel Shroud and Full Choke, which is actually pretty good, and a Range Masterwork. So this one really depends because you know, this cuts your range, so I would probably keep Extended. I'm not too crazy about Field Prep. Honestly, this is going to be a hard pass for me. The Ikelos Sniper Rifle with Corkscrew, Steady Rounds, Appended Mag, No Distractions, and Disruption Break. Almost a okay PvE roll. No Distractions is really kind of unnecessary in PvE, so also a pass, unfortunately. The Last Dance sidearm with Control SAS, Tactical SAS, and Target SAS, which increases the range, which is kind of neat. High caliber rounds, Light Mag, Quick Draw, Opening, and a Range Masterwork. This is actually a solid PvP roll, so if you like 3-burst adaptive sidearms, pick this up. Temptation's Hook with Enduring Guard, Swordmaster's Guard, Energy Transfer Surrounded with a Impact Masterwork. This is also a hard pass for me. I Surrounded, you know, it's okay as a perk, but I do think there are better out there. And finally, the Bad Omens Rocket Launcher with Volatile Launch, Hard Launch, Black Powder, Implosion Rounds, Field Prep, and Kill Clip. Hard pass, especially when the seasonal rocket launcher Ascendancy comes with Explosive Light and Chain Reaction, which are two way much better perks than what that Bad Omens has. So pass on that rocket launcher. But that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this week's weekly reset video. Actually, before we also go, I forgot to mention that this week the Shattered Realm is the Forest of Echoes. So by now you should actually have, if you've kept up with everything, of course, you should have your compass fully upgraded. So you should be able to access every single little secret available to you in the Shattered Realm. So get to hunting, go get those challenges done, and get your triumph scores up. Now, finally, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been a pleasure to bring you the weekly reset video once more. Hopefully it helps. Have a good one, and if you're going to be grinding those Grandmaster Nightfalls, hope you get some amazing loot. We'll catch you in the next one, Guardians.